what's important is that we build a good foundation so that you learn how to hit the bird. And that means like having your body in the right place at the right time and like being able to transfer that energy from your legs up into whatever you're doing like up here, right? So again, you know, if I just left you to your own devices, if you never learned anything else in your life about badminton, you play badminton for like 10, 20 years, you're gonna figure out how to hit it, like whether I coach you or not, right? But like whether or not you're gonna be able to like move properly to the right positions and like, you know, plant your feet and like get under it, that's actually gonna help you learn quicker because you're gonna be in the right place at the right time, and then you need less options for hitting, right? The next important part about the movement, aside from the split step, is being able to plant your feet properly when you're ready to hit the bird. Badminton's very dynamic, it moves around a lot, but the idea behind planting is that now you have your body kind of rooted, and now you have a foundation to do your stroke, whatever that is, right? And then this remains true for wherever you're hitting it. So like if I'm going to go and do this, right? So I didn't plant my foot like when I hit the bird, but I set my body before I went to hit it, right? I'm on balance and I have some sort of semblance. And this is really easy to see in the kind of the front court. So like when I'm going for like, you know, pushes like this, right? I step, I plant, and then I hit, right? Here, step, plant, and then hit. And same thing for drives here. And so you'll notice a few things. One is that you don't want to overrun your feet, right? So if I go do this, this looks very unnatural, right? So like this is obviously wrong. I'm gonna fall over. And this is also not right, right? I can't get back up again. So we want to make sure that when we're stepping, especially when we do a powerful plant, to really make sure that you have a solid mechanical foundation, like on the leg that you're planting on, right? And so like good lunging form means you kind of want your knee to be kind of aligned on top of your foot. You know, you don't want your foot to be in like weird angles like this, like that, you know, this kind of looks a little weird, right? That looks weird. The back corners, right? So like I can plant and I can hit it like this, but I don't want you to get this idea that the plant needs, like your foot needs to stay rooted whenever you do a stroke, okay? The plant is simply a way for you to build a foundation for your body weight so that you can transfer it into the stroke, but that doesn't necessarily mean it needs to remain there for the stroke. And so let me demonstrate for you. So I go here and I plant, but I'm not ready to hit yet. And then you can see that I use that energy from like planting it to transfer into my stroke, but I didn't keep it there the whole time, right? And that actually remains true too, like when you're making adjustments. And you're gonna need to do this a lot because when you lack that experience and you kind of see the bird flying, you don't know where it's gonna land. You know, you're not gonna know. You're gonna see it fly and you're gonna be like, oh, like, you know, where do I put my feet? Okay, so you wanna do your micro adjustments and then you plant, and even then, maybe it's not gonna be perfect. That's okay, and that's why your foot, it's okay for your foot to leave the ground in those situations. And you're gonna see this a lot too, like if I need to jump out here and like do like this stroke here, if I plant my foot perfectly, yeah, I can hit it like this, right? But if I stop short and like, oh, I don't have enough time, right? Just a little extra hop step, right? But you can still see that like my balance is still completely controlled by my leg here. And same thing going back is that the whole idea of the scissor kick is that like, okay, like if I plant my foot properly and I'm on balance, okay, that's great. But if I don't go far enough and if it's still here, like I can still use that plant to my advantage, get my body in the right place. So that's why there's like a lot of jumping involved in badminton. Now, a lot of you are probably thinking, okay, again, very intimidating, like what's the proper technique? And this is where you're gonna put your racket down and we're gonna go back to good old throwing, okay? Throwing, one of the most like kind of fundamental, rudimentary instincts that like humanoids, apes are like given, right? The ability to throw things, okay? And when you have the racket in your hand, you kind of forget that. But badminton is actually a lot like a throwing sport, actually, in terms of like how you're transferring the energy. So like all the same movements I did with my racket, so like watch this, right? I throw the bird. Like I throw the bird, okay? Same thing here. I come back here and I'm just throwing like this, okay? So this is what the next exercise is gonna be, is we're gonna do that same exercise here, but you're gonna have a bird. And then like, I didn't teach you how to do the swing at all. And The reason why this is good is because we're not hitting anything. So you don't have that cognitive load of like trying to set your hitting point and like track the bird. You just have to throw the damn thing, okay? So you can focus on like setting your foot properly and then getting that rotation in your body to throw it. But like you all know how to throw things. So if I tell you to move to this corner and throw it, like you'll probably be able to do it, right? So like even if it looks kind of weird like this, whatever, that's totally valid. You can do that with the badminton racket once you learn how to hit, right? And so that's what the purpose of this exercise is, okay?